Hey guys, it's Shashank, and basically, there are two types of salespeople in the industry right now. Number one are the needy salespeople who are there just for the money. They have that commission breath. They are trying too hard basically to close the deal. That's the first category of closers. 99% closers fall under this category. Second category of people are the high status closers. What do I mean by that? These are people who have high standards for themselves. When they are speaking on the sales call, you are literally feeling as if an expert is speaking to you, not a salesperson. And these are the people who are 1% in the industry and they are making the most amount of money. But the problem is, most people in this industry don't lose deals because of bad skills. They lose deals because they are a needy salesperson instead of being a high ticket, high status closer. It's not about the skill, but it is about the energy that you bring to the call. And that has happened like quite a lot of time. I'll give you a simple example overall over here. Now, to really understand what's happening, probably you who are watching this video, you are able to resonate with these things, right? Maybe you need the deal too much, and because of that, you're talking too much. You're talking all the time. You don't take pauses. Whenever there is silence, you're the first one to speak, right? You almost feel very awkward asking widening the gap questions, the pain questions that actually extract out the personal pain. You're always sticking to the script. You're too afraid to go off the script. You're too afraid to ask for the sale. You're too afraid to do objection handling, right? Whenever the prospect is asking for discounts, you like are already ready with your payment plans and the discounts that you have. That is what is a commission's breath or the needy salesman. These are the characteristics. When you need the deal so much, the deal controls you, and that shows up in your energy. Even the prospect can feel who is a genuine person who wants to help them versus a salesperson. So if you are not getting a lot of deals, if a lot of deals are just falling through the crack, despite you doing all the things, high chances that you're being this needy salesperson. I'll give you a simple example. This happened with me when I was closing. I think it was around Jan or Feb of 2024. I was closing on this high ticket offer of 2 lakh rupees plus GST. It was a business coaching offer, right? So what happened is, this one lady came on a call with me. She was a corporate professional, if I remember correctly. Good experience, a very sophisticated buyer. She was talking very like eloquently, I would say, right? And she's like a proper corporate biggie wiggy client avatar that was on the call with me. Now by this time, like, I was already pretty experienced. I knew how to deal with these people, so I was able to like take the call very smoothly. She was sold, but still she had her own doubts, right? The call went pretty good. She went into follow-ups. I knew she would close. Next, what happened, I started following up with her on messages. Then she was like, oh, I have these XYZ doubts. Can somebody from your fulfillment team, meet and clarify those doubts? Now, of course, we were hardcore closers, so we never used to take help from fulfillment teams, right? That was like not an option for us. So what I did is, I asked my fellow closer, who is now my business partner, Shaurya. I asked him to pose as the fulfillment expert and come on the Zoom meeting, right? So then I arranged the meeting between the three of us. I took Shaurya. I told him, this is the fulfillment expert, ask your questions. Then Shaurya basically answered all the questions that she had. Even I had the answers, but she wanted to hear it from some fulfillment experts. I was like, okay, doesn't matter. If I get the deal, that's fine. It's a 2 lakh rupee deal. I'll make 20,000 on this. I'll go the extra mile for her. No worries. That happened. After the call, she was very happy and she was sold, completely sold. She asked me for the payment link. I sent her the payment link, and I think she paid around 25,000 or 30,000 rupees initially. And the remaining money, she mentioned that I'll pay in a couple of days, 2-3 days later on, right? Now, there was a company policy that we cannot onboard anybody who is not paying her approximately 1 lakh rupees. So I think she paid 25k and 75k was remaining for her to pay, right? So I couldn't onboard her. So after paying 25k, her message came. Oh, when will you arrange my onboarding call? Oh, sorry, this was before she paid. She was just about to pay and she was asking about the onboarding call. So I let her know ki after you complete the payment, we will set your onboarding call or good to go. Then she threw another tantrum over there. That, oh, you guys don't trust me. What will I do? Will I take your money and run away? Now the things basically got escalated and she, for reason, got offended because I told her that 1 lakh is minimum to get the onboarding call done. And her point was, okay, I was anyways going to pay you in 2 days, but is that the level of trust that you are showing to me? Now, there were two scenarios. There were two things that I could have done in this scenario. Number one, I could have pacified her very easily because I had a very good rapport with her, right? And I could have been, like, even pushed my fulfillment team to give her a onboarding call. That was easily doable for me. That was an option on the table. But I did not do it. I chose the second option where I offended her. Why? Because I respect my identity more than the sale. Simple. I'm not any pushover salesperson that you can just throw tantrums at. Correct? If I have certain standards, certain rules, certain protocols that needs to be followed for everybody, no matter who you are. So I let that deal go. It was a 20,000 commission. Like, it was sitting right on the table. I could have grabbed it, but I let it go. So I was like, I'm sorry, that's not possible. If you cannot do the payment, we cannot do the onboarding. She's like, okay, then I'm not interested in buying. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Your call. It ended over there, right? Now, some of you watching this might be, Shashank, are you crazy? Like, it was 20,000 rupees right there sitting on the table. Why didn't you take it? But the point is, I didn't lose the 20k. I just protected my identity. And my identity was of a high status closer who is not a pushover, right? Doesn't matter if you are a corporate biggie wiggy, doesn't matter whoever you are. If you are on my sales call, you'll follow my protocols. And if you cannot do that, I will disqualify you, even if you're paying me. And just by doing that one move, that shifted, that reinforced my identity so strongly that my energy shifted on calls because I was so detached from the outcome. I was like, okay, I've just rejected one woman who was ready to pay me. Then all the sales calls that I went after that, it was a place from detachment. I was like, I just want to help you. If I'm not able to help you, doesn't matter. I'm not here to sell. So that was the kind of vibe and energy that I was taking to every call after that incident. And that is what high status closers actually do. And this is what you need to inculcate in yourself. You need to be attached to the process and detached from the outcome / the sale. Most salespeople are attached to the outcome and detached from the process. They do freestyling. Literally today I was on a sales call with one girl. So I was asking her, she had been in sales for almost 4 years now and she is doing setting work overall. I asked her, do you have any predictable framework? What do you do? Do you freestyle on calls? Do you follow any frameworks? She's like, no, I do freestyle. Then I was like, of course, then that's exactly why people are not buying. Why do you expect a sophisticated high ticket buyer who has been to so many sales pitches to buy from you when you are just freestyling and you don't have any predictable process? And she was like, oh yeah, Shashank, never thought about it. So that is what people do. And you need to really understand that the process is something that you need to be attached to and not the outcome. And of course, have that high status closer personality because neediness is super loud. Desperation reeks, right? So that is why have that high status thing. If you are high status, people will automatically be drawn to you. They would be able to sense your confidence, and just on the basis of confidence and energy, they would buy from you. Eventually, a lot of high ticket deals that you will be closing would be just on the basis of energy transfer, not even the framework that you're following. It's just the energy transfer that you're doing on the call. So that is it for this video. And if you don't want to sound desperate and you really want to be calm and you want that leadership framing on the call, then this channel is for you. So subscribe to the channel, like the video if you found it helpful. And every week I drop 2 videos. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one.